friends, it's Gwen. Today I want to talk to you about P.S. I Still Love You by Jenny Han. This is the second book in the duology, the first one being To All the Boys I've Loved Before, and I rated this book, the first book I read it last month, and I rated it 5 stars. Absolutely loved it. It was so cute. It had relationships and friendships and family dynamics, and the character development was excellent. I do have a review of this book on my channel. I also have a nail art tutorial based off of the bed sheet on the back cover, so you can check that out if you're interested in my thoughts on the first book. But if you have not read this first book yet, which I don't know why you haven't, you need to pick it up ASAP. But if you have not read this book, then you probably don't want to hear me talk about this one, because it kind of is a duology and they go together, and yeah, you know what I'm saying. So if you haven't read the first one, you might want to go read the first one, and then you can come back and we can talk about the second one. Or if you just don't care to be spoiled, which I don't know, you're a strange one if you don't mind to be spoiled, because I hate spoilers. But yeah, so I'm going to talk about the second one, so bye-bye people that don't want to be spoiled and haven't read the first one. But anyway, okay, so everybody's gone. Let's talk about it. So to start off, the synopsis, it starts with the family, and it kind of just delves right back into the relationship with Peter and her letter and what's going to happen. Are they going to be together or not? And it is so cute, and the inside cover says that basically, can you fall in love with two different people, and it kind of explores those thoughts and those themes. Remember, this is a young adult book and romance contemporary, so for that reason alone, you know you're gonna get those high school feels, those can I love two boys at once, and you're so confused and you're trying to navigate your life and your love life and just everything, and it's just kind of all wrapped up in this cute little duology. But in this book, it starts with a family. I'm celebrating the holidays with their extended family, and all the sisters are back together with their dad, and I love this family so much. You could tell that they really care about each other, they really love each other, and they're really supportive of one another. She's trying to deliver the letter that she wrote to Peter, and she goes to his house, and she's gonna give him the letter, but then she decides against it, and she tries to stuff it into her coat pocket, and Peter sees her, and he grabs it and wrestles it away from her, and he reads it, and he's kind of blown away. So they decide, yes, we're going to move forward in this relationship together, and it was just like, oh, I love it so much. But so they decide to, yes, let's write a new contract, and you know, let's be boyfriend and girlfriend. So cute, but there is a scandal. There is that hot tub video that when they were at the ski lodge in the first book, someone took a video of Peter and Lara Jean in the hot tub, and they have posted it to a public Instagram account that's kind of like the Gossip Girl account on Instagram. And she sees it, and they're shocked. At first, she doesn't even know it's her, and I think that is so funny. But then once she realizes that it's her and Peter, and it kind of looks, you know, a compromising position. And at first, they're like, we're not, you know, having sex. And of course they weren't. I mean, we know that from reading book 1, or at least hopefully you've read book 1, or what are you still doing here? But anyway, so they're kind of trying to find out like who posted the video, and they want it taken down, and you know, they don't want just to follow Lara Jean, you know, just technology and how things, once they're out there, they're just out there forever. So it kind of deals with a lot of the social media aspects of the age that we're living in, and how, you know, their relationship, the new relationship between Peter and Lara Jean is going to make it past this scandal. But the characters are lovely. We get more in depth with Lara Jean and her family, and we deal with her father and him moving on or not moving on from his wife, and we get a lot of Kitty and her, you know, crazy dynamics, and spoiler alert, she gets a dog for Christmas. So there's that. I think it's so cute, and they have the funniest, quirkiest little name for their dog in here. But there are a few new characters introduced in this, and it goes deeper into characters that we read about in the first book. So the character development in this was decent. I would have liked a little bit more. I didn't like that it didn't kind of wrap up a couple of characters for me. They just kind of left them lingering. I did get a lot of the backstory about Lara Jean and her friendships with some of the people that were talked about in the first book, and why their friendship kind of dissolved, and things like that. So I really enjoyed that part. So she gets a job, and I love the ladies at her job that she deals with, and they're so funny. The setting is pretty much the same, high school home life. She does have the job, so she goes there, and a lot of the scenes are set there. Some of my favorite scenes are set there. The plot, it's fast paced. There's two boys. Who is better? It's a cat and mouse game. One minute you want Lara Jean with this person, and one minute you want Lara Jean with this person. One minute you want the story to go in that direction, and the next you want it to go in that direction, and it's just so great. Of course, I said the conflict was the hot tub video, who done it and why. Why is Peter hanging out with his ex so much? Why is he not telling the truth to Lara Jean or being upfront and clear about it? I really enjoyed the outcome of this book. I would have been happy with the story going either way, and you'll know what I'm talking about if you've read this book, but I'm happy with the way it turned out. I mean, I think, like I said, I would have been happy either way, but yeah, I'm really happy with the way that it turned out, and the writing is super addictive and fast-paced, and I read this really quick. I ended up rating this story 4 stars out of 5 stars, and I gave it 4 stars because you kind of learn, like I was saying before, about why friendships were dissolved, and you think that there could be resolutions in this book, and there just should have been kind of like an epilogue, like kind of talking about the direction that the story took. You need to know, okay, what happens next, and it kind of would have been great if some of those friendships would have been resolved, and you would have kind of known like what happens next. And also about her father, you kind of want to know, okay, what happened next? So to me, I would not be sad at all if she decided to write another book in this duology and made it a trilogy. I think that would be great. But I'm pretty sure it's over, and I'm overall happy with the duology and how everything turned out. And I really highly recommend you pick this up. If you haven't read the first book already, I highly recommend that as well. It's an excellent duology. It's super pretty, and yeah. But that's all I really wanted to talk about for today. Take a moment, subscribe to my channel, like and comment. Let me know if you've read this book already and if you liked the outcome or not. If you would have changed the ending, or if you wanted more from the story like I did. But yeah, that's really it for today. I'll see you again very soon. I hope everybody's having a lovely day. Bye!